All right, let's talk about Roald Dahl's The Landlady. It's one of those masterful short stories that really sticks with you. A super chilling tale where the line between what seems cozy and what's actually creepy is, well, terrifyingly thin. So let's dive right in. The whole story follows this 17-year-old kid, Billy Weaver. He's a sharp young guy, new to the city of Bath, and he's just looking for a place to crash for the night. What he finds, though, is this seemingly perfect bed and breakfast, but it's holding a very, very dark secret. So picture this. It's a brutally cold night. Billy's just come from London and he needs some cheap and cheerful lodgings before he starts his new job. Someone points him toward a pub, but on the way, something else completely grabs his attention. He sees this sign in a window, and the scene behind it is just a perfect picture of warmth and safety. You've got the flowers, the fireplace, a cute sleeping dog. It's a huge contrast to the freezing, dark street he's on. It feels so inviting, almost like it's personally calling out to him. And this is where Dahl is just so brilliant, right? He sets up this incredible contrast. The other houses on the street are all run down with peeling paint, but this one window is just glowing with life. It's a classic horror move, luring both us and Billy into this false sense of security. It's this single image that literally stops him in his tracks. Literally the second, Billy gives in to that weird urge and rings the bell, that whole comfortable feeling starts to just crack. We, as the readers, start to notice all these little unsettling things that Billy, trying to act all businesslike and grown up, just brushes right off. I mean, just look at how these red flags start piling up. The door flies open instantly, like a jack-in-the-box, as if she was standing right there waiting for him. The price is so low it's almost suspicious. The front hall is completely empty, no coats, no hats, nothing to suggest anyone else is there. And then she says she's super particular about who she lets in. On their own, each detail is just a little weird, but put them all together, yeah, you get this growing feeling that something is seriously wrong. And this line? Wow. This tells you everything you need to know about her pickiness. She's not looking for a good tenant, she's looking for the perfect specimen. The way she looks him up and down, it's clear her interest is predatory. It's creepy, and it's personal. So he gets to his room, everything looks perfect, and she asks him to pop downstairs to sign the guest book. He thinks, sure, no big deal. But this simple little book, this is where the story shifts from just being strange to being genuinely sinister. He signs his name, and as he does, he notices there are only two other names on the page, Christopher Mulholland and Gregory W. Temple. And for some reason, they sound familiar. You know that feeling when a name is right on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't place it? That's Billy right now. He's racking his brain. Sure, he's seen those names in the newspaper headlines about something. He just can't remember what. But check out this timeline, because this is where the horror really starts to sink in. The dates in the book are a huge red flag. The last guest checked in over 2 years ago. The one before that, more than 3 years ago. This cozy little B&B is a total ghost town, and Billy is the first person to walk through that door in a very, very long time. Okay, so now the landlady serves Billy a cup of tea. They're chatting, but her cheerful conversation starts to take a really dark turn, and the final horrifying pieces of the puzzle start clicking into place. And there it is, the bombshell. She delivers it with this sweet, grandmotherly smile, too. Billy just assumes the other guys left years ago, right? But no, she tells him, oh so casually, that they're still in the house. The implication is so monstrous that Billy's brain can't even really process it. Then his attention shifts. He notices the parrot in the cage and the little dachshund by the fire. He just assumed they were sleeping this whole time. But when he reaches out to pet the dog, its body is hard and cold. And that's when the landlady proudly explains her little hobby, taxidermy. These animals aren't sleeping, they're trophies. This is pure Roald Dahl, taking something that looks so normal and twisting it into something grotesque. So as Billy is trying to wrap his head around the whole stuffed pets thing, he takes a sip of his tea, and he notices this peculiar taste, bitter almonds. Now it seems like such a tiny detail, but it's the most important clue in the whole story. It absolutely seals his fate. See, Dahl never actually says what's in the tea. He doesn't have to, because we all know, or at least have a sense of, what smells like bitter almonds. It's cyanide. This unspoken connection is the story's final gut punch. It confirms our absolute worst fears without having to spell it out. As that poison starts to do its work, the real reason for the landlady's hospitality becomes terrifyingly clear. Her hobby of preservation isn't just for her pets. Christopher Mulholland, Gregory W. Temple, and now Billy Weaver. 3 young, handsome men who were, as she put it, just exactly right. She wasn't looking for guests to stay the night. She was hunting for new specimens to add to her collection. And you can just feel the dread as Billy asks this final question. The poison is setting in, and the penny is finally dropping. He's connecting all the dots, the empty guest book, those familiar names from the news, her creepy hobby, but it's far, far too late. And with that terrifyingly simple reply, the trap snaps shut. It's got to be one of the most chilling final lines ever written. We're just left to imagine Billy Weaver becoming the newest addition to that quiet little collection up on the 3rd floor. And it leaves you wondering, when something looks so perfect on the outside, how can you ever really know what's real? Until it's already too late.